Narpanam Gurubhyom Namaha. Today, Ananta Chaturdasi, the most important day of the Vishnu. The 14th sloka of Vishnu Sahasranamam says, Sarvaga Sarvavidbhanu Viswatsena janardhana Vedo Vedavidavyango Vedango Vedavitkavi. Very auspicious things here. Sarvaga, as a creator, he spreads all over. He spreads naturally. He moves all the places, or who has gone everywhere. That is the meaning. Sarvavidbhanu, Sarvajnaha. Sarvavid means he illuminates all. He gives knowledge to all. Tameva bhanti manukati sarvam, all knowing and effulgent. He is not only knowing, he is effulgent. Then Viswatsena. Viswatsena means he the army general of Vishnu, with whom no army can afford to stand. Even the gods cannot stand before him. That was the idea. I personally believe all bad things, the evil forces will get away if you think of Vishnu and all Viswatsena. Then janardhana. Janardhana means, ardhana means requesting. See, people request God for money or any kind of problem if you get it. So, dushta sishana, sister rashana. To bad people he will punish, good people he will help. So, purushartha pradata, that means. But here, purushartha pradata means, unlike other gods, he gives moksha also. So, that is the meaning of this particular one. Then Veda. Veda, he is the embodiment of Veda, no doubt. Veda is his shape, and a good explanation was given by Chenmaya people. Since Veda is knowledge, he is called Veda. Some Tamilians keep the name Veda. I was surprised, what is this? And one who gives knowledge of reality, as he the very reality, he gives knowledge of the reality, that means Atma, self-realization, because he himself is a realized one and he is the ultimate goal. Vyasa says in Mahabharata, very important one today, Ananta Krishna, Ananta Padmanabha Vratam today, in a small way I could do it. Krishna alone is all Veda. Vyasa says, all science, all techniques, all dedicated actions. Even my video I am giving it to Krishna Arpanam. So that should be the spirit, not for any subscriptions or name. If whoever can get benefited is okay, God's grace. Then in Gita 10th chapter, second sloka says, very interestingly, God says, out of mere compassion for jivas, I abide in their things and gives them the knowledge to remove the knowledge, to remove the darkness born out of ignorance by light of knowledge. Light of knowledge means jnanam. Jnanam he will give it. Then comes Vedavit. Vedavit means one who knows Veda. Not only just knowing, he is not only realized, he is not only realizer, but he knows it also. I may be talking about the Veda. I am only knower, but I am not the realizer. I didn't have the self-realization. So preaching is different, and anubhavam, that feeling is important, that getting the knowledge. Knowledge everybody is having. If you do meditation, you will get the bliss, sadhana. But where to, unless you reach that level, like Paramahamsa Yogananda or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, we have not reached that level. So Vedavit means that is the meaning. It was mentioned in the 10th chapter, 11th sloka, Vedanta Krut Vedavidavyango. That is the meaning. Here, I am the author of Vedanta as well as knower of the Veda. Lord declares. Here, very interestingly, Lord alone is one experience. Lord alone is the one experience with which Vedas can be fully realized. That is Anubhavaika knowledge. The surest and exhaustible Vedas and commentary is to be found in stilled mind, which is in communication with Vishnu. I will only give you one example. When I went to some relative, and when he had he loss of a family, I can understand. Yes, yes, you are alone now. The problems are there. You got it, and I made kind of observation. Then that lady told, unless these problems come to your head, you won't understand the problems that I am having it. See, you can sympathize somebody. The empathy means you have to feel into that particular one. When the actor is acting in a role, he has to go into that particular actor's role, and then only he gives the live justice to that particular role. So that is the position of that particular one. So since Vishnu himself is the Veda, he is the author and he knows the things, and to get to that depth of that particular knowledge, not like reading Veda like a parrot, you have to go to the depth of that particular meaning of, and do meditation, and your soul should identify with Vishnu at the highest level to realize the real purport and the meaning of the Veda. That was the idea. Then comes Avyanga. Avyanga means he cannot be explained. He doesn't have any mind, any other physical form by which you can identify him. So he is Avyakta. It was mentioned in the Gita, 2nd chapter. He cannot be expressed by words or by any type of description. Avajnana Achendriya Gocharam. Even Indriyas cannot catch him. So that is the Avyanga means. What else I can say? Vedanga. Vedanga means, it was mentioned, Vedas are his limbs. And that is his shape is Veda again. Kenopanishad says in the closing stanza, Veda Sarvangani. Vedas are its organs. Through the organs you may catch slowly some amount of description of the God, you may get it. That was the idea. Vedavit. Vedavit means he knows Veda and he explains Veda. Here most important thing has come, which is I have to thank Chinmaya people. He explains Veda, one who contemplates on the Veda, just not reading like a parrot. That is the idea. The mere reading cannot give you the concept of the subtle theme discussed in Veda. Continuous reflection upon their declarations alone can reach to the peak to get the true meaning, import, what they call it. So that even when I was doing my MSc botany also, when you want to, some evolutionary books were there. In the first hand, you read any kind of strong book, you won't understand it. 4 or 5 readings you have to give and think on that particular one, reflect. Then only mananam nidijhasam. Then meditate on that particular one. Then only the knowledge goes into your brain. That is why Paramahamsa Yogananda, my guru, says, all knowledge will be given within. So that is the idea. So not just reading Veda without understanding, like undigested food, carrying a lot of burden, like an ass carrying so much thing. That should not be the spirit. So you should also know the meaning. That is the purpose of this particular video. I got benefited, not for somebody else. I am doing this basically for myself. Anyhow, that becomes a little bit of some service to others as well. If it can serve to some extent, I will be happy. It's God's grace. It is not my anything. I am only instrument of the God to that extent. Then Kavi. Before that, one more thing. The definition of the Vedavit is Vedam Vicharayat Vedavit. Vedam Vicharam. Vichara means analyzing, depth. Like PhD fellows do it. Like that you have to Vichara means it going in depth. Then Kavi. Kavi means a poet who can see the things far beyond with his imagination, with his intuitive powers. Not only imagination, it is not a proper word. Intuitively, he can see what is going to happen. That is how in the TV people, analysts are called, political analyst, poll analyst. They go on predicting what it could have happened like that. So here he is Sarvadrashta. He sees all. They call it S-E-E-R, Seer. Seer means a kind of Muni who can see the things. That is, with his intuition, with his meditative powers, he can see anything. But God alone is the top seer. It was mentioned in the Ganapati Adharva Sirsham. Ganesh is nothing but Vishnu only. Gananam Ganapati Kam Havamavi Kavim Kavina Mupamasramastamam. Among the Kavis, there is no comparison to your greatness or knowledge. So it was very clearly mentioned, he the Kavi, super Kavi. So if you want to get some knowledge of that particular highest intuitive knowledge, you have to think of God, and so that he will give you something. Particularly Ganesh is more relevant probably. So with this, I request all of you to appreciate that every line of this particular Vishnu Sahasranamam, or for that matter Bhagavatam, is very, very auspicious, and we have to appreciate it. Let me conclude by this particular one. Today, it was mentioned in the Vedam, this Achyuta Ananta Govinda, or else Ananta Krishna Govinda. Ananta is nothing but the Adisheshu with the 7 hoods. Ananta. He says in Ananta Padmanabha Pratam, he is nature is time. He creates all those things. So by uttering the word Ananta, you get Ananta Punyam, Ananta fame, Ananta money, you will get it. Everything, good thing will happen to you. So Achyuta Ananta Govinda, Achyuta Ananta Govinda, 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 Govinda. Om Tassat. Krishnarpanam.